Hello and welcome to video number 8. This is going to be mockups. Now let's work on creating the final mockup. We have the draft of the organized ideas and we're going to make it finalized so that we are ready to begin the implementation process. Now you can either use lucidchart.com, which is the software that we were using earlier, or you can use a ChatBot mockup software. And with that, I'm going to show you different services that you can use. Okay, so how do we get from this to a actual chatbot? So in order to get this from there, we need to set it up on something that looks like a chatbot. Now, you could technically go from here to a chatbot, but it's going to be a little bit more difficult doing that because you won't really know what it looks like until you make it live. And then once it's live, you have to tweak it and all that. So there are web applications out there that you can use to set things up so that you can see what it looks like. Now, there are many out there. And what I want to warn you, however, is that if you type in chatbot, then you are going to get a variety of chatbots off of many different platforms. Not just Facebook Messenger, you're going to get Slack, you're going to get website chatbots, you're going to get all different types of chatbots. But really what you're looking for is a mock-up system specifically for the Facebook Messenger. So we've narrowed it down to one site. You can go on Google, type in Facebook Messenger chatbot mockup, and you might get a few other ones, but this one is one that we found works quite well. So all you need to do is click on the start 15-day trial. It does cost money, yes, but it's going to make your life a lot easier and it's going to make your setup process a lot faster. So as you can see here, it says botmock. So it's botmock.com. Botmock has everything you need to create amazing chatbot prototypes, and it comes with an easy powered drag and drop editor. So as you can see here, we can turn this mind map into something like this, where you can actually turn it into questions, answers, what happens after that, what happens after that, where do you redirect them, and all of that. And then it has this nice little preview screen so that you can click on the preview screen and see what exactly is happening. So what somebody clicks on yes, do they get the correct answer? And what does that look like? Maybe that has too many words. We need to narrow it down. Maybe we need to add an image. We need to make it more visually looking good. So that is the whole goal of BotMod. So as you can see here, if you were to go from here or even Microsoft Word straight to a chatbot, it would look like this. It's very confusing, very disorganized. And now with BotMock, you literally have something that is streamlined right here. And what's nice about this is it's not just compatible with Messenger, it's also compatible with other platforms as well. Now, it does cost money, and it does cost not a whole lot. It's about $30 a month, $75 and then $180. So when you're getting started, however, you really only need the first one here. And this will be good, especially if you have clients that you are selling to. Like you're offering a chatbot service, this is good to have. So then you can show your clients what exactly it's going to look like. All right. And if they look at it and they think, well, I don't really like this, but I do like this, it's going to be easier for you to tweak rather than setting it up all live and then setting it up and then realizing it's got a lot of mistakes, and then your reputation is injured a little bit, of course. So botmock.com, just go ahead and click start 15-day trial. We'll go ahead and just do that now with a separate account, and we'll start from scratch, and here we go. So as you can see, I went ahead and created a brand new account, And you can simply do that. You get 15 days, so you can create your bot. And when you're ready to create your bot, you can start the process rather than starting it before you have any information. So you click create new project, and let's clear this here. There's two types of projects. There's conversation flow, and it says map out all possible conversation paths in a drag and drop editor. And the next thing is a conversation mop, which allows you to map out single conversation paths and test variations. So the main difference is that this is a conversation with different pathways, sort of like what we were talking about in this mind map here. And this one is just one single conversation. And if you want to test out different variations, so it's kind of like A/B split testing. You're split testing to figure out what variation is converting and which one may not be converting, if that makes sense. So we're going to go ahead and click on create new flow here, and project name, Facebook Messenger, and we'll call this Scuba. And you want to click on the Facebook Messenger. So click on that, click create project. So as you can see, there are different bots for different platforms, and you want to make sure that if you choose a different service that you need to find one that is compatible. All right. So now you can see that we're started. It says get started text. Click here to edit. So it says please select an action that the user takes to go to the next page or next message. So before this, we can click this here, and it says the bot says get started text. So it says, hey, first name. Now, obviously in this case, it's not going to be the actual person's first name, but we're just going to put that as a placeholder. But with Facebook, they will already have that information and it'll spit it out. So, hey, first name, to best help you, have you purchased from us yet? So actually this is the get started. So we're not going to do that. So we're going to do okay, so as you can see here, let me zoom in a little bit. This is what is going to initially show up. So I said, hey, first name, welcome to the Scuba bot. I'm here to answer your questions. Click get started to get me talking. Now, you obviously need to make sure that you tell people this is a bot, because like I said earlier, some people may not know, and they might be thinking that they're talking to a real human being. And if that's the case and they say different things, they're going to feel like you're ignoring them, especially if you're not answering them in the way that they want. So you want to make sure that you're upfront, you're honest, you're transparent, you don't lie, you don't tell people this is a real human being, because it's not. All right. So that way you don't necessarily increase their expectations. So click on save. All right. So that's what happens. So click to edit, custom action. So it says, please select an action that the user takes to go to the next message. So no action required. So let's do that. So immediately they go here. All right. So bot says, get started text. Click on the edit here. And this is where we're going to say, hey, first name. To best help you, have you purchased from us yet? So to best help you, okay, so save. Now you can see here it says show next message after how many seconds. So if you want to make it feel like a real person, even though it isn't, you can extend the message. So usually with a bot, it's instantly fast and all that. But to be honest, because we're transparent, we let them know it is a bot, we're going to be immediate. So click save. So when you want to add to it, you click this plus sign and you can insert user says, bot says, image. We've got a button, quick replies, carousel card. We have a list, we have typing. So typing is, if you can imagine when you type to somebody via Facebook Messenger, you see that the little ... that they're typing. And so you're aware of that. You're like, okay, they're going to respond to me kind of deal. So that kind of just creates a more realistic kind of experience, if that makes sense. And then of course you got location, you have web view, and you have receipt. So from this point, we say, have you purchased from Yes Us yet? So this case is going to be a yes or no. So user says yes or no. We're going to give a choice. So let's put button, quick replies, insert. Okay. Let me minimize this a little bit so you can see it better. Now, what's nice about ChatBot Mock is you can move things around, all right? So I could even move it down here. All right, so I'm going to move it here. So they're saying that this is a button. And let's see here. So it's a yes or no question. So yes or no. So as you can see, no action required. So they'll immediately go from here to here. Please choose yes or no. And then where do we redirect them from there? So we're up here. So to redirect you to the right place. So we did this, and then we have yes or no. Yes is they are a customer. Okay, so in order to get here to here, if they say yes, you need to click this here and it'll say message actions. So yes or no. If they say yes, right? And you can click on this as the user reply, click on yes. And if you don't like what you see later on, you can always exit out of that and remove it. But if they say yes, then here's what the text that we're going to show. Thank you for being a loyal customer. First name, how can I help you? Now, if they say no, we direct them to this one. So this is the customer and this is the prospect. So that's the customer. So where it says user says, that can be named. That's just simply a label. So that's prospect. And then we go and further. So let's just click on preview. You want to name it, click OK. So now with the preview, you're going to tell the system what's going to happen. So this is the first thing they're going to see. This is the second thing. This is the third. And then these two are fourth and fifth, right? So we're going to click Save Preview, click OK. We're going to click Run. All right, so this is neat, right? So, hey, first name, to best help you, you have chosen a product. Please choose yes or no. That you're a customer, they click on yes. And it says, thank you for being a loyal customer. How can I help you? Now, if you notice, what it did here is it shows every single thing. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, all right? Now, so in other words, the preview doesn't necessarily show you interacting with it and it's spitting out the information. It just shows everything from start to finish. But that way you have a better idea of everything, the layout and all that. So for example, we can see that this is cut off. Maybe we'll move it to this line and how to make it better. All right. So this is something that you won't really see unless you actually set it up with a mockup first. So as you can see, very easy. It does take time, but it does make your life a lot easier. With that said, let's jump on over to the next video, and I'm going to show you how to set things up over at ManyChat.com.